$10,000. That's the number that changes everything for most Australians. It's an emergency fund that stops one bad month from destroying your life. It's a house deposit starting point. It's the difference between being trapped in a job you hate and having options. And here's what nobody tells you. On a $70,000 salary in Australia, saving 10 grand in 12 months is not only possible, it's actually straightforward if you follow a system. I'm not talking about living on ramen noodles for a year. I'm not talking about moving back in with your parents. I'm talking about a realistic plan that an average Australian earning average money can actually execute. Today, I'm going to show you the exact system, the numbers, the tactics, and the Stoic mindset that makes it work. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to cut, what to keep, and how to hit $10,000 saved by this time next year. Let's go. Let's start with the brutal math. Because if the numbers don't work, nothing else matters. $10,000 in 12 months is $833 per month, or about $385 per fortnight if you're paid that way. On a $70,000 salary in Australia, your take-home pay after tax is roughly $54,000 a year. That's about $4,500 per month hitting your account. To save $833 per month, you need to live on $3,667. That's your entire budget. Rent, groceries, transport, bills, everything. Sounds tight, right? Here's the reality. The average Australian household spends around $1,400 a month on discretionary stuff. Dining out, subscriptions, entertainment, clothes, random impulse buys. If you're single and earning 70 grand, you're probably spending even more because you don't have kids limiting your choices. $600 a month on eating out, $200 on subscriptions, $300 on weekends, another $200 on random stuff you forgot about. That's $1,300 a month that's just disappearing. Cut that in half and you already at $650 saved per month without even touching your essentials. Now you only need to find another $183. That's where the real system kicks in. Here's the system, and this is where the Stoics come in. Because saving money isn't about willpower. It's about building a structure that makes the right choice automatic. Step 1. Automate your savings the day you get paid. Not at the end of the month. Not when you have money left over. The second your pay hits your account, $833 moves to a separate savings account that you cannot easily access. Open a high-interest savings account with a different bank. ING, Macquarie, UBank, doesn't matter. Pick one that pays around 4 to 5% interest and requires a transfer to access the money. The friction is the point. This is cold paying yourself first. And it's the only saving strategy that actually works long-term. Because if you wait until the end of the month to save, there will never be money left over. Life will lead it. Step 2. Cut subscriptions immediately. I mean today. Right after this video. Go through your bank statements for the last 3 months. Highlight every recurring charge. Netflix, Stan, Disney+, Spotify, gym membership, meal kit delivery, that app you forgot about. Add them all up. The average Australian is paying $60 to $100 a month on subscriptions they barely use. Cancel everything you didn't actively use in the last 30 days. If you miss it, resubscribe. You won't. That's $60 to $100 a month back in your pocket. You're now at $750 to $790 saved per month. Only $83 to $143 to find. Step 3. Meal prep Sundays. This is the single biggest savings lever most Australians ignore. The average Aussie spends $200 to $300 a week on food, $150 on groceries, another $100 to $150 on eating out, Uber Eats, work lunches, coffee runs. If you meal prep on Sundays, you can cut your food spending to $120 to $150 per week total. That's a savings of $100 to $150 per week. Over a month, that's $400 to $600 saved. Here's how. Sunday afternoon, cook 3 meals in bulk. A big batch of pasta, a tray of roast chicken and vegetables, a curry. Portion them into containers. That's your dinners for the week. Breakfast, oats, eggs, or toast. Cost $10 for the week. Lunch, leftovers from dinner. Coffee, Make it at home and bring it in a thermos. $5 a week instead of 30. You're not living like a monk. You're just not paying $15 for a sandwich and $8 for a coffee every day because you didn't plan. Step 4. Cut one major discretionary expense. This is a big one. The thing most people refuse to do. Look at your spending. Is there a car you're financing that costs you $400 to $600 a month? Can you downgrade or go car-free and use public transport or a cheap second-hand car? Are you living in a place that's $200 a week more expensive than you need? Can you move to a cheaper suburb or get a housemate for 6 months? Are you spending $300 a month on alcohol, nights out, or weekend trips? Can you cut that to $100 and bank the difference? Pick one, just one, and commit for 12 months. That's the difference between hitting your goal and falling short. Now let's talk about why most people fail at this. It's not the numbers, it's the mindset. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." Translation, you feel broke not because you don't earn enough. You feel broke because you want everything you see. Your mate buys a new car. You feel like you need one. Someone posts a Bali holiday. You feel like you're missing out. A new iPhone drops. Suddenly your current one feels ancient. This is the comparison trap, and it will destroy your ability to save money faster than any expense ever could. The Stoic fix? Reframe what you're doing. You're not depriving yourself. You're buying freedom. Every dollar you save is a dollar of freedom. Freedom to quit a job you hate. Freedom to take a risk. Freedom to handle an emergency without panic. Freedom to say no to things that don't serve you. That $833 a month, it's not going into a savings account. It's going into an escape fund. And 12 months from now, when you have $10,000 sitting there, you'll have something most Australians don't. Options. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." He's right. The Australians who are happiest aren't the ones with the most stuff. They're the ones who stopped chasing stuff and started building security. That's what this is. You're not saving 10 grand to impress anyone. You're saving it so you never have to be impressed by anyone again. But here's where people push back. I can't save $800 a month. I have kids. I have debt. I live in Sydney where rent is 2 grand a month. Fair. So let's adjust. If you genuinely can't save $833, save $500. That's $6,000 in 12 months. Still life-changing. If you can't save $500, save $300. That's $3,600 in a year. More than most Australians have in their emergency fund. The number isn't the point. The system is the point. Automate it. Cut subscriptions. Meal prep. Reduce one big expense. Repeat for 12 months. And here's the thing nobody talks about. As you build a habit, it gets easier. Month 1 feels hard because you're adjusting. Month 3 feels normal because you've adapted. Month 6 feels automatic because it's just what you do now. By month 12, you won't even remember what you spent that $800 on before. But you will have $10,000. And that changes everything. Also, here's a secret. Once you have $5,000 saved, emergencies stop feeling like emergencies. Car breaks down, annoying, but not devastating. Lose your job, scary, but you have 3 months of runway to figure it out. That peace of mind is worth more than any purchase you could make. Here's your exact action plan. Do these 5 things this week. 1. Open a high-interest savings account with a different bank. Set up an automatic transfer of $833 on payday, or $500, or $300, whatever your number is. Make it automatic. 2. Go through your bank statements and cancel every subscription you didn't use in the last 30 days. Do this today, not tomorrow. Today. 3. Plan your meals for next week. Write a shopping list. Buy only what's on the list. Meal prep on Sunday. This alone saves you $400 to $600 a month. 4. Identify one big discretionary expense you can cut or reduce for 12 months. Car payment, expensive rent, nights out, travel. Pick one. Commit. 5. Write down your why. Why do you want $10,000? What does it give you? Stick it on your fridge. Look at it every time you're tempted to buy something stupid. That's it. 5 actions. 1 week. If you execute this system for 12 months, you will have $10,000. Not maybe. Will. The Australians who build wealth aren't the ones who earn the most. They are the ones who save intentionally, spend deliberately, and ignore the noise. If this video gave you a clear plan, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We post daily financial clarity and Stoic wisdom for Australians who are done being broke. Leave a comment and tell me, what's your biggest obstacle to saving? Let's troubleshoot it together. I'm Aussie Wisdom Daily. Thanks for your time. Mate, I'll see you in the next one. No worries.